Alright, so it's raining in Del Norte County, California, and I come out here to see where the Klamath River meets the Pacific Ocean, and the parking lot is closed for health reasons. I guess that involves COVID, I really don't know. But anyway, this is where the river is, if you can see. I mean, again, it's dreary, it's raining now. There's water on this screen of this, just a moment. This wine is actually made by the monks, so we're excited about this. It's good. It's good stuff. It's a really good one. Okay, so the stones that are used in this monastery were used in an abbey in Spain that was built in like 1100, and at some point I guess the building crumbled or was disassembled, and those stones were imported to the United States from Sir William Randolph Hearst, who was going to use them on one of his homes that never did see fruition, and then they sat in San Francisco for decades, just becoming prey to graffiti and all sorts of other things. And so one of these monks that had come to this area in the 50s from Kentucky spent over 40 years riding to and from the folks in San Francisco to try to get them to give him these stones, which were not being used. And finally, they gave him the stones, like, please, let's just put this man out of his misery, give him what he wants, they're not being used for anything. And they ended up using them to build this church. So technically speaking, because these stones were from 1100, from a building in 1100, and they recreated that building, technically speaking, this is the oldest continually used building in the United States, because this was originally a church in Spain, and they've just recreated it here in Vina, California. So I found that really interesting. I really enjoyed her telling me all of that, and the wines were something that came along with the reconstruction of it, because the contractor's wife was a 5th generation winemaker, and so it's a partnership between the monks and her, and so the wine's really good. I bought a Shiraz, which I'm very, very excited about. So I do have to say something. You know, I came here on a leap of faith, and because this is something I felt like God had opened up to me, and I have absolutely zero regrets about doing so. But now that season has come to a close, and I am leaving California here in a couple of weeks. And just very, very optimistic about the next place, the next thing, and God's path for my life. So, little life update, and yeah, it's been hard being in California during lockdown. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little difficult, especially right at the beginning, and it's been kind of closed off because California's been closed off. But the reason I'm leaving is purely because it's God's leading, not because of fear, not because of constricting measures, but because this is God's path right now. So, yeah, very sad to leave the weather and the landscape in California, but gonna go back to Oklahoma for just a little while, and hopefully end up living in Dallas by the end of the year. But we'll see what happens. I'm open to God's plan, and I know there's some exciting opportunities on the horizon, so I'm gonna seize those opportunities, and yeah, looking forward to the next thing. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the Abbey is actually closed for anybody to go in at the moment out of respect for the monks. By the way, these are monks that are a form of Catholic. And so anyway, but out of respect for them, this has been closed because of COVID. So unfortunately, I don't get to go inside, but it is absolutely stunning to look at. And again, 1100. Who would have known? All right, folks. Hello. Hi. I am so excited about this. Ever since I moved to Northern California, because before I came here, I literally knew next to nothing about Northern California. The one thing I did know was the California giant redwoods, and I'm going to turn this on because I'm not getting a lot of light. The California redwoods. So finally, now that I'm about to leave in a week, I'm going to go visit the redwoods by myself because, you know, couldn't get anyone else to go. So, yeah, because it's like, I mean, in their defense, it's like 3.5 hours one direction to get to the redwoods. So it's a full day when you make it. So, and I finally sussed myself up to saying, okay, listen, this is about the trip it takes to get to Archer City. So, you know, that sort of thing. So, an exciting adventure awaits, folks. We're going to the redwoods. Here we go. So it's raining in Del Norte County, California, and I come out here to see where the Klamath River meets the Pacific Ocean, and the parking lot is closed for health reasons. I guess that involves COVID. I really don't know. But anyway, this is where the river is, if you can see. I mean, again, it's dreary, it's raining now. There's water on this screen of this, just a moment. But maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, I don't know. But anyway, it's a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful day, folks. Folks, we are literally going down a dirt road here. Okay, we're gonna turn right. Okay. Holy moly. By the way, if this place looks like Jurassic Park, we're in the vicinity of where they shot Jurassic Park: The Last World. So if you think it looks familiar, that's probably right. So hopefully no dinosaurs today. All right, folks. So I'm walking in the rain. Oh, folks, you know this vlog and how it works. It's just not anything you're gonna find on the internet, because it has my spontaneous personality involved. Holy moly, folks. We are in mud too. Gravel and mud. Anyway, we're going down, hopefully, unless I get my physical body stuck down here. We're gonna go see this little building. It looks like a farmhouse. I read this on the internet months ago. It looks like a farmhouse, but it was actually a World War II radar station. So it would actually detect, you know, after whoa, hello. It would actually detect after Pearl Harbor. These were designed to protect against any other incoming invasions as per what happened in Pearl Harbor. Here it is, looks like a farmhouse. Just off down here. My car is up there. And the ocean is right here. And this is the farmhouse, AKA the radar station. I don't know what that is. I assume that's something to do with it too. Not gonna lie, folks, I feel like I could get killed down here. Kind of isolating, but anyway, a piece of history that this is now on historic preservation list, so it can't actually be destroyed because it's one of the few remaining examples of this piece of history. So exciting stuff. Now I don't think I'll go down that one. I think I'm just going to take my chances and go back to the car. Thank you. So I didn't realize until I read the sign, but actually the station would actually dispatch the aircraft to attack incoming aircraft that they thought would be hostile. So it's interesting stuff. And you got to find this stuff out of the way, but here I am. Here I am. Folks, the elk. This is the elk area. We found one. So, I am at the Ladybird Grove here in Humboldt County, where the big trees are at. And I just want to tell you folks that are from Oklahoma, Humboldt County is probably the McCurtain County of California. And all the way around, the reputation, the whole bit. And that's not to put Humboldt County down. It is absolutely gorgeous, which as is McCurtain County. Yeah, up to see these really, really tall trees. It's exciting. It is a muddy day in Humboldt County. This is so huge, folks. This is so huge. I absolutely am loving this experience right now. I'm pretty sure, folks, we are in Jurassic Park at this point. I'm expecting dinos to show up at any moment. The unfortunate thing about this, folks, is you probably, without a point of reference, cannot tell how huge these trees actually are, but I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody's kitchen could fit into this culmination of trees right here. It's huge. There's a big one back there too. Folks, I realize this. Might not have to just worry about dinosaurs. Might also have to worry about a Wookiee. Chewbacca may come out of here anytime now, and I might have to greet him from far, far away galaxy. So yes, that too. Look. I'm up against this thing, and it is, yeah, craziness. So yeah, dinosaurs and Chewbacca, and maybe Bigfoot. In fact, because they did shoot, not in this grove, but they did shoot Star Wars up in the northern part of California in the Redwoods. And they told Peter Mayhew that when he was in costume, they told him that he could not leave this designated area without a person with him, because if someone saw him, they might think he was Bigfoot. And that would not end up well for Mr. Mayhew, who is now deceased, but not because someone thought he was Bigfoot. He just died because of age. Yes, we're in the Redwoods, we're enjoying life, it's beautiful. I'm by myself, but I tell you what, I don't regret it. It's an absolutely wonderful day, even in the rain. And truth be told, when I think about the Pacific Northwest, when I think about the Redwoods, I envision rain, so that's why this day is perfect. Just so you know, this is a very big tree that has died. Lord. Something has happened here. Holy moly, folks. Folks, I'm pretty sure a dinosaur or something is gonna come out. I'm just, this is just looking more and more Jurassic Park-like. Yes. Folks, this place is got some really big trees. This tree is huge. Folks, this place is like the American rainforest. Like, we don't talk about having rainforests necessarily in the United States, but this is one. Not only do we have rain, we have tall trees. Folks, this is nuts. I'm seeing this sign up here that looks like it's not going to let me go any further, and this is very disappointing, considering I was really truly hoping I was coming near the parking lot, but it's telling me no go. Alright folks, update. There was that sign. I happen to remember that there was that little pathway blocker from when I was first walking in, so I had officially made the loop. I don't know if it's because of social distancing that they wanted to make sure people were going the right path, but I'm so happy I didn't turn around and make it all the way, go back around the path to get right back to that same spot, because between the rain and how dark it's getting, oh Lord of mercy, that would be a lot. So, I am going back to the car. I had a couple other places I was really kind of hoping to go, but considering how dark it's getting, we will just have to see. But I was really wanting to get pictures of the ocean. I just don't think that's gonna happen. But I do recommend this trail. If you have a few hours to spend in the Redwoods, definitely go do the Ladybird Trail. It's about a 1.5 mile loop, and it is well worth your time, and you will definitely feel like you were in another world, that is for sure. Alright folks, well, this is the end of the journey. It got dark I came into Trinidad to get some gas. It is dark, so I'm going to go ahead and head the 3-hour journey back to Redding. But this has been an incredible journey, and quite frankly, I could definitely see where someone could come to Humboldt County for 3 to 4 days and enjoy a really nice long weekend. So, had a really great time. There's so much to see, whether, of course, on the historical note, or the trees, or the ocean, or the elk. Just so much to see. So it has been a tremendous time today, and I'm so happy that I pushed to come here and see this before I left California, because this has been so exciting. So appreciate you guys, and sweet dreams.